do the training tonight. Let's see. Do, um, And just like that, class is in session, folks. So welcome again. Happy and blessed Tuesday night. If we haven't already met, my name is Xavier Marrero. I'm an executive sales director with this incredible life-changing opportunity. And you want to definitely thank the person that invited you to come along on this journey with them. But tonight, we're actually here in service to you. This is our Tuesday night Team Relentless training, where our top leaders give back to us, pour into us, and help to contribute towards our growth along this journey. And again, congratulations to everyone that might be plugging in for the very first time. If you're new, welcome to this family, welcome to the team, welcome to the movement, and understand that this can very well be the steps you need to take to go ahead and get to the next level of winning and to the next chapter of your life, right? But we like to start off these nights with celebrating. We go ahead and recognize those agents that are topping the charts across our entire team, Relentless nationwide, under the direction of our Senior Vice President, Mr. Xavier Marrero. So we're gonna start off with recognizing the top 10 agents who have enrolled the most customers so far in this volume month. So starting off with our number one spot, recognizing Vice President, Mr. Bruno Floridor, followed by Boss Lady Zandra Valles, Austin Chevrolet next, Demario Banner, Alicia Winship, Stephanie Lopez, Jamie Patterson, Anthony Winters, Chris Berner, sis, congrats, and Anthony Kelly. So go ahead and light it up in the chat. I know everyone is muted tonight, but trust and believe you want to celebrate their success the same way you're going to want someone to celebrate yours moving forward. Right along to our next list, we're going to go ahead and celebrate the top 10 producers in sales for the entire month so far under the entire Team Relentless nationwide. Our number one spot held by none other than Vice President and Boss Man Bruno Floridor. Next, Boss Lady Zandra Valles, followed by Austin Chevrolet. Boss Lady Reza Ortero, one of our regional vice presidents. Stephanie Lopez, sales director, as well as Boss Lady VG Quinones, aka Queen B. Demario Banner, shout out to you, topping all the charts lately. Anthony Winters, Alicia Winship, and Jamie Patterson. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and clap, but light it up and congratulate them in the chat. Shout them out and trust and believe they're killing the game. Last but not least, we're going to highlight our top 10 recruiters. These are the agents within our entire Team Relentless that have had the highest numbers with growing our family, introducing people to this opportunity and allowing them the keys to success by way of this program, right? So our top 10 recruiters nationwide with Team Relentless, starting off by Dr. Arnold Bogarty, one of our vice presidents, followed by Joella Costa, Bianca Baez, Zandra Valles, Edgar Corona, Saley Alvarez, Yarnell Tolliver, Reza Ortero, Alicia Winship, and Milagro Ledesma. I think I'll get it right eventually. So again, congratulations to each and every single one of you. You're changing lives, you're changing your pockets, but you're definitely creating an impact, something that'll actually outlive you. So again, huge congratulations to you. And let's get right into this training. So for tonight, I'm super privileged, not only to be able to serve all of you in this function, but also to get to introduce this gentleman who's gonna pour into us. This is someone that I can thank personally for introducing me to this opportunity, but he didn't stop with me. He hasn't stopped yet at all, in fact. But I've known this gentleman for the last few years, even prior to this. I consider that a gift. Now, this is someone that from meeting him, you can definitely tell there's strength in his character, determination, and he's been someone that has carried out what it means to be relentless in the pursuit of realizing your goals and your dreams. This gentleman is extremely young for his accomplishments so far, right? I would say about 36 or so, on the path to being able to retire his parents thanks to this opportunity. He's been able to go from not having to having an abundance of not only success, but having the ability to contribute and pour into the lives of others. And just a few years ago, that was not the case. Prior to this opportunity, he was what you would consider maybe broke and broken. And he's been able to restore all of that, pull it all together, and be one of our top leaders, not only company-wide, but as far as Relentless, the founder. the man, the myth, the legend, right? The actual individual who created this team just by vision, who didn't have any resources like this when he first got started, but he's still been one to decide to extend his hand back and bring us all along with him on this journey. Today, he is a senior vice president with this opportunity. So what that means, if you don't know, is that he's been able to create a business that generates a minimum of $1 million in business volume every 30 days. Now, understand he's also achieved the R&R level club membership. So he's received bonuses as a reflection for the lives he's transformed. But I've also been able to witness his growth, and all he truly wants to do is have us come along with him. Please help me welcome and receive none other than our senior vice president, my friend, a mentor, a leader's leader, and an example in many, many accounts that's absolutely killing it when it comes to this business. And he does not have to do this, but still chooses to, out of the goodness and decision to serve in his heart for us to continue to grow. Xavier Marrero, Senior Vice President. I know you're connected. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, Myra, can you hear me?
Absolutely. Loud and clear. Take it away.
Perfect. Man. I swear every single time you start edifying me, I'm like, man, she talking about me? But no, honestly, Myra, always want to give it back to you. Every single week, you're fully committed, just being consistent. Talk about relentless, right? You're definitely relentless yourself. So I'm honored just to have you part of this team. I'm honored for you to be the one who actually hosts these trainings every single week with no complaint, no excuses, just constantly saying, hey, Xavier, I want to pour my heart out and help so many other people. What can I do for Relentless? And obviously you're delivering every single week. You deliver every single day. They just don't see it, right? So again, Myra, thank you so much for that. Highly appreciate it. Team Relentless, what's going on, guys, right? This Tuesday night, super excited. We're actually going on. This is our third week of business, right? We got this week, then we got next week. So we definitely halfway through our actual business month. And a lot of amazing things are happening. I want to congratulate every single person that got promoted last month. I want to congratulate every person that even just got their title back last month, right? Super excited for you guys. And then also, I want to go ahead and congratulate every single brand new agent to Team Relentless. Let's give them a round of applause real quick, right? Let's just go ahead, put some fire on the actual chat. But guys, look, super excited for every single one of you guys, because what's about to happen with this company in the next 6 months and the next year, so many people are going to reap the benefits, and not just reap the benefits because all the cool apps and how easy it's going to be a copy and paste company or business, but honestly, how much money is going to be made with a lot of individuals here, as long as you stay committed, as long as you go out there and put in the work. Because understand, guys, look, in this business, it's called network, right? You have to go out there and work. It's not net lazy or net luck, right? It's network. So you definitely want to go out there and put in the work. And I promise you that you'll reap the benefits. And it's something that's going to take some time, right? I want to make it very clear to everybody that's part of Team Relentless and it's just part of this industry, guys. This is not going to come overnight, but it's going to come overnight. If you take a look, you have like our executive vice president, David Marquez, who's been in this industry for over 10 years. It's only been with the company of FES only for a little bit over 3 years, almost 4 years. And he has been able to accomplish a lot. He's an executive vice president doing over $500,000. He's not only a level 1, but he's also a level 2 R&R member. So obviously he's getting paid for helping a lot of people. But guys, that took a lot of work, right? That's what somebody that said, hey, I'm gonna stay consistent, I'm gonna stay committed, and I'm gonna do everything that it actually takes to make it to the top. And look at what he has been able to do in 3 years. But guys, again, that's not common. But can you make it happen? Of course. Can you make it happen within a year or 2 years? Of course you can. But that's going to be up to you. How bad do you really want it? Again, it's not something that's very common, but we do have the proper tools. We have the right company. We have the right leadership. We have the right mentorship to make that possible, right? So give yourself a round of applause again, just making it on this training. That's actually one of the things we're going to train about today, is being willing, right? Are you willing to go out there and put in the work? Are you willing to go out there and stay committed? Are you willing to go and watch the trainings, even if you've seen the exact same training over and over and over, right? And are you willing to go out there and really help other people level up, right? So we're going to speak a little bit about that. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen. And today, guys, I wanted to keep it very simple and very basic. I didn't want to take up too much of your time, but I want to share some information that was shared with us just 2 weekends ago, right? Just 2 weekends ago, we had our FES live, which was phenomenal. You had the top leaders just come together and just share golden nuggets, just basically teaching you how to take the business to the next level. But some of us had the honor and the privilege, I should say, right, to be at Eric Worre's house, right? And if you guys are brand new, please remember the name Eric Worre. He's like the godfather to this entire industry. He's like the GOAT to the business we're in, right? And some of us just stood there in his living room and we took a lot of notes, and then he took about an hour and a half to 2 hours to just give us additional training. And during this additional training, I took some notes, and it was crazy because while I was taking some notes, I realized this was exactly what our executive vice president David Marquez was already training us on. So obviously, I continue to take some notes, but I want to share some of that information again today and just kind of show you the experience that we had there. And then right after that, I want to talk to you about Field Trainer. Guys, understand our main focus in this business, in this company, is just creating a field trainer factory, right? Just helping as many people as we can get to that first goal, that first promotion, that first accomplishment, which is their first task, right? How do you get to field trainer? How easy is it? I want to say easy. Let's just say how simple it is, right? Because you still got to put in the work, right? You still have to use your network, put in some work, and we're going to get some net worth out of it, right? So I'm going to go over that as well, right? So let me go ahead and just start sharing my screen here, and we're going to go ahead and get right into it. All right, guys. So as you can see, I'm sitting here right next to Eric Worre. I'll be honest with you guys, this is a dream come true. I've been in this industry a couple of years now. I've been with the company of FES for 4 years, but I have to say, before I actually ran into FES, I ran into Eric Worre. And the reason why is because in the network marketing industry, like I said before, he's like a godfather. This is an individual that just has so many golden nuggets that can take your business to the next level. Not only because he's been able to do that, but he's been able to mentor so many others to do the exact same thing. So it's a privilege, it's an honor to be sitting next to this individual, as you can see, shoulder to shoulder, right? This is like if you wanted to go to the NBA and you finally had the time and be you finally had the time with like Michael Jackson or Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, right? The best of the best. And now you have the right to just pick their brain. So when we was there, obviously when he was speaking, we was taking a lot of notes. But guys, look, as you can see, we had a good amount of people over there, right? We had David Marquez and his wife, Natalie came out there. We had Will, we had Miss Vigi Quinones, one of our regional vice president, and myself. And I have to say, guys, look, this is something that you should write down, or it should be part of your vision board. And the reason why I say that, guys, when we talk about vision boards, they're so powerful, and it's kind of manifesting everything you want in life. So what ended up happening, guys, just last year, I put on my vision board that one day I will meet Eric Worre, that one day I will be in his house. And look where we were at just 2 weekends ago. So guys, just take the time to just soak all this in and say, hold on, if Xavier could do it, if David could do it, if Natty could do it, if Yo Eddie can do it, if William could do it, if VG could do it, so can I, right? So make sure that you just take some way, somehow, a picture of Eric Worre, right, and his wife, and just hang it up in your vision board. And let's make sure that next year we have the most real estate the same way we did this year, right? Because I want all of you guys to be in the top 15 to go out there and train again. Because again, just the value that you're going to bring to you, your team, and just your business, being around these individuals is very, very powerful. So let's just talk about some of the things that Eric Worre had to say, right? So guys, look, it was crazy because we was sitting there. He was letting us know, obviously, by now, a large percentage of us understand that network marketing creates the most millionaires out of any industry, period, in the shortest period of time. But what he told us is from now to 2022, there's going to be a ton of money being made on this industry. But why is that? The reason why is because look what's happening in today's world. So many people have no choice but to start adapting to working from home, start adapting to saying, hey, there's another way. I need another way to make an extra source of income. I'm not getting by. The job is not being secure, right? I'm being laid off, or my hours are being cut, or my job is completely gone. So he said from now to 2022, there's going to be a ton of money being made, and we have the opportunity and we have an advantage to ride that wave before anybody else because you're already part of the industry. So guys, just take that into note. I think that was something very important to know because right now it's the time for you to go out there and expose the business opportunity, expose the services that we're offering. Why? Because over 80% of Americans need what we have to offer already, but now we're also teaching them financial literacy. More than ever, people are realizing how today they need to understand the way their money works because now they really need to take that dollar and stretch it out. And now more than ever, they need to have an extra source of income coming into that household so they can almost secure their futures and their kids' futures, right? So understand that between now and 2020, I'm sorry, now in 2022, it's up to you to take full advantage and take the biggest piece of that pie that you ever want to and you have the right to, right? But during that process, just remember, stay humble and stay hungry and stay coachable, right? That's one thing that Eric always told us. He said, guys, at the end of the day, you have to remain humble. And that's something that comes from our CEO, Paramount. He makes sure that we stay humble. That's why we're so strict when it comes to social media, when it comes to lifestyle. And people might not look at it in a bad way because I'll be honest with you, I used to look at it a bad way. I'm like, man, they're trying to limit the way I can go ahead and just show who I am. But what they were really doing, it was protecting me, just like they're protecting you and they're protecting us and they're protecting the company, right? Because at the end of the day, what I realized is people would rather do business with you more when you're a humble individual versus an individual that's just showing all the nice things that you have. Yes, we understand you work very hard to finally get those things, but not everyone and their mom needs to know that you have them, right? So stay humble, but at the same time, stay hungry. And this is what I always tell my leaders. I tell myself this and my team. I let them know at the end of the day, you need to act and treat every single day like if you're dead broke, right? Puff Daddy says it the best, right? He goes, right? You guys talk about, well, I could do this tomorrow. I don't hustle like that. I hustle like this. There's not 1 second left. So you have to stay hungry. But more importantly, you have to stay coachable. A lot of people might come into this industry and say, hey, this is sales. I had sales experience. I've been successful in sales. But just like every single job, it doesn't matter your experience. You still have to go through actual training. You have to go to a class before you can go out on the sales floor. It's the exact same thing here, guys. But to be honest with you, here you have to just stay coachable your entire career. A lot of people say, hey, Xavier, how have you been able to see the success you've been able to see in the last 3 to 4 years? It's because I stood coachable. Because it didn't matter the title, it didn't matter the income. I always told myself I'm forever be a student. So as long as you have that mindset and that attitude, I guarantee you're going to have growth here, right? And then also ask yourself, how many hours a week are you really working the business, right? Because some people might say, hey, Xavier, I don't know, but this ain't really working for me. I see other people are getting all these enrollments, but I just don't get any enrollments. But you have to ask yourself, how many hours are you really working? Right? How many hours are you really working this week? And the only way you can do that is by putting a schedule together. That's the only way you're going to be able to determine, right? And now when you look at your schedule, if you have a full schedule, then you have a full paycheck. But if you have an empty schedule, then you're going to have an empty paycheck, right? So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind because sometimes people kind of get discouraged, but don't get discouraged. Use that as motivation. Use that as motivation and saying, hey, if I went out there and talked to 10 people and I didn't close any, then let me go talk to 20, right? Because this business is nothing but a numbers game. This business, how many no's can you get before you get that yes? And trust me, it's not about skills. Not always, right? Because hard work will always be skills, period, right? But understand this, if you have David Marquez who can close 9 out of 10 deals, so his closing rate is 90%, right? And my closing rate is only 1 out of 10 deals, so it's only 10%. I can still beat David Marquez. The reason why is because David Marquez is going to go talk to 10 people this week and he's going to get 9 enrollments. Well, guess what? I'm going to go ahead and talk to 100 people this week and I'm going to get 10 enrollments. So just understand that. So ask yourself, how many hours are you really putting into this business, right? And then also get outside of you. You know what I mean? What is your purpose? A lot of people come into this business and it's about dumb. But if you realize and understand, which we're going to train about how to get people to the core rank, which is going to be field trainer, you're going to understand as soon as you get yourself out the way, and you focus on other people and you focus on getting them to the core rank and you focus on empowering them, what end up happening is you automatically start actually ranking up. Your paycheck starts getting bigger, but your goal was actually to go out there and help other people. So your purpose should be out to empower others, right? Stop making it about you. I tell people all the time, this business is way bigger than you. You're just a small piece of that puzzle. But think about others. What can you do to help other people grow? What can you do to help other people get out of the situation they might be in? Because now you have the knowledge, you have the tools. So just get yourself out the way, right? And if any time you think about slowing down, that's when you want to triple up. That's one thing Eric told us. He was like, guys, look, some of us, we go in here, we just hit the ground running and we're sitting there, we creating all this momentum. And sometimes that voice in our head wants to say, hey, you know what? You've been working very hard. Just kind of sit back, relax, take a chill pill. Guys, you don't want to do that, right? Success loves speed, right? And on top of that, it's easy to create momentum. It's a lot harder to recreate momentum, right? So once you have that going, don't slow down. And anytime you think about slowing down, that's when you triple up. And just like he told us, guys, right now it's time to start flexing. And when I mean flex, right, make sure you stay in compliance when you come to social media, right? But this is a time to show people that we have a service that really works. This is a time to show people that we have an opportunity that's really paying, that's really changing lives, that's really creating financial freedom and time freedom. So just keep that in mind, guys. And then look, how do you win? This is the 3 things that you always have to have for you to actually win in this business, right? You have to be willing to go out there and put in the work. You have to be willing to go out there and be committed. You have to be willing to go and actually educate yourself. You have to be willing to get on every single one of these trainings. And then, like I said, hungry. You got to keep that fire burning. I don't care what it is, but figure a way how to constantly put gasoline in that fire that's burning inside of you. Because once you lose that fire, I'm telling you, you're also going to lose your business. You're going to lose that momentum. You're going to lose that team. People are going to start walking separate ways. And before you know it, you're like, man, what happened? I thought life was good. Well, what ended up happening, you ate a little too much. You got lazy. You didn't keep that hunger. And now your business is slowly going away, right? And then coachable. Guys, never think that you're too good to learn something new, right? I tell people again, over and over, what made me successful is because every single time I came into the room, I would just be quiet and I would listen. And whatever my mentor asked me to do, I'll make sure I'll go ahead and do it. I did not change the script at all. I stood very, very coachable. Very coachable. So another thing that Eric told us, and I believe this was very important to share because people have goals when it comes to their income goals. So understand stage 1 is anyone that's earning anywhere from $0 to $100,000 in business. The hardest stage, right? Especially if you're brand new to this industry, right? Because you have to go out there and you have to start developing new skills. You have to learn how to actually network. You need to learn how to tap into your warm and your cold market, right? You need to learn your services, the products. You need to learn the opportunity. You need to learn how the comp plan, right? But I'm telling you this, guys, stage 1 is the hardest stage. Once you get past stage 1, and we all pray we do, right? because everybody wants to be a six-figure earner, then you become what I say is a snowball effect, right? You start in the top of the mountain, you're just this little snowball, but what happens is you start picking up momentum and that snowball starts getting a lot bigger, a lot faster before it gets to the bottom of that hill. So stage two, individuals that are earning 100K to $250,000 every single year. Now, these are new skills, new sets of skills and more duplication. These are individuals that already know how to go out there, not only launch themselves, but can go out there and launch new agents, create duplication, right? And again, that's what we're going to be speaking about a little later on today. It's going to be that field trainer, that core rank. What's going to get you all the way to the top and allow you to help so many more people? It's just focusing on getting people to the core rank, the duplication. So not only do you want to know how to get to that core rank, but how do you duplicate that through your entire organization, your entire team, right? And then stage three, 200, a quarter of a mil to $1 million. Now, these are individuals that are great promoters, right? They're constantly out there promoting to the point that sometimes you're like, you know what, X, I'm just tired hearing about the GoPro. I'm tired here about Eric Worre. I'm tired here about FES Live. I'm tired here about convention that's coming up here very soon. But guys, this is what you have to do, right? So if I was you, depending where you at right now and where you want to be, then just understand, okay, now these are the skills that I have to develop. Not only do I need to learn how to launch myself, but now I need to duplicate that system because now I want to become a multiple six-figure earner. And then once I figure that out, I want to be able to go out there and just promote the next webinar, the next training, right? The next convention. And then here you go, stage four. When you want to earn $1 million or more, now you're going out there and you're developing other leaders, right? So you're developing people that will do the exact same thing that you're doing, right? Because again, great leaders create leaders, weak leaders create followers. So make sure that you get into a point where now you're actually training and creating a whole group of up and coming leaders. Because when we were speaking and he said, you know what? Anyone that makes $1 million or more per year, normally they have about 25. I don't know where my slide went. There was supposed to be another slide there. I don't know where it went. Right? But they're supposed to have 25 leaders within their organization. Right? And guys, I wanted to show you the picture when we was just in Vegas last year. Guys, we had 25 leaders there. So that's the reason why people are in the situation they're in now, in the position they're in now, because they just went through these stages. So ask yourself, what stage are you on and what skills do you need to develop to get to the next stage? It's that simple, right? And again, stage one is the hardest. But you have so many great leaders, so many great mentors, and this actual training on Team Relentless that they will be more than happy to help you get to stage two from stage one. But you got to be willing to go out there and ask for the help. You got to be coachable, right? You got to stay hungry because we can't do it for you. And now these are 5 skills that you want to make sure when you're looking for a leader that they have off rip. They can't be missing one. Now, don't get me wrong. Can you take a group of individuals and turn them into leaders? Of course you can. But guys, the ones that want to be leaders, even that brand new agent that just started today, these are the skills you want to have. You want to be independent, right? At the end of the day, I don't have to go ask Myra, what's her schedule like? I don't have to ask her, hey, what is it that you got going on? You know, are you doing any trainings? No. A lot of my leaders are sending me, hey, this is the training I'm doing today or this week. You can share with Team Relentless, or you can do this, or you can do that. They're independent. It doesn't matter if I'm around or not. They're still going to get the work done. So ask yourself, are you an individual that at the end of the day can get the work done, or do you need to have your mentor around? And if you do, it's okay. Just know that's a skill that you need to work on. How do you become more independent? How do you depend on yourself? How do you hold yourself accountable, right? And then problem solvers. Guys, look, I get it, especially if you're new to this business, right? You might come across a problem. And you're like, man, I don't know how to solve this problem. That's okay, right? That's why you have leaders. That's why you have mentors. But at least try to come up with a solution. Never just come up to your business partner or your leader or your mentor with all this a list of problems with no solution. Hey, look, I'm having these problems. I think these are some great solutions. What do you think? And then consistent, right? Again, guys, I don't have to ask Racer to constantly do trainings. I don't have to ask her to constantly run her reports. I don't have to ask her to check her R&R or to check her team's ranks to see who needs the next title. She's consistent regardless. So just being consistent in every area in your business, that's huge. That's a leader's skill. So ask yourself, do you want to be a leader? And if you're not consistent, that's okay. Understand, again, that might be a weakness, but anybody can take a weakness and turn it into a strength. So write that down. Hey, okay, look, I need to be more consistent. How would I be more consistent? And if you need help from a mentor, reach out to your mentor. Hey, how do you stay consistent? What is your schedule like? Because again, it's okay to be a copycat, just copy the right cat. And then big vision. Can they see the vision? Guys, a lot of these people, look at Rob. When Rob first came in, he was already doing well. When Arnold first came in, he was already doing well. But when I paint them the picture and they see the vision, they was able to see the big vision. They were able to say, you know what, Xavier, let's go ahead and start from the ground and build it all the way up here because we see the vision. See, I didn't have to convince these individuals. They came in, these were already leaders, and this is how I knew. They were independent, they were problem solvers, they were consistent, even though we just started the business. And then the vision, man, they seen the vision. We knew where we was going to be at a year from now, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And that's exactly what's happening. So these people need to have a vision. They just can't come in saying, hey, I hope this is going to work. No, I have the vision. I see the vision. I'm going to take action because the last one is create action. These individuals are doing their own PBRs. They're doing their own webinars. They're doing their own get-togethers, meetups. Again, they're doing their own trainings. They're doing their own phone calls, their own 3-ways with potential agents and customers, right? These are individuals that are creating actions. So you got to ask yourself, right? As a leader that I want to become, or as a leader that I am today, do I have all these 5 skills? And if I don't, it's okay. Which ones do I need to work on? But at the end of the day, I need to have all 5 of them. I can't have 4 out of 5. You're not going to be considered a leader. But if you have 4 to 5, that means you only have 1 more skill to work on before you become this amazing leader. Because remember, you can't lead somebody if you don't have the skills. You can't walk down a path or actually tell someone how to walk down a path that you never walked down. So it's the exact same thing with these skills. Make sure that you take the time to become independent, problem solver, being consistent, big vision, and create action. It's very simple, guys. And when you look at these skills, it doesn't take much. Now, here's the picture I was looking for, right? The $1 million per year earners. These are the ones that have about 25 leaders. So ask yourself, based on the income that you have now and where you want to be at, how many more leaders do you need to create? How many more leaders do you need to create? Because simple math will let you know if you want to make $200,000 a year, then you want to make sure you have 5 of them. 5 solid leaders that they're not missing 1 out of those 5 actual skills. As you see, guys, just 4 years ago at convention, there was only 5 of us. 3 years later, there's hundreds of us with double digits when it comes to leadership. And this is why we're growing so fast, guys. But you guys can do the exact same thing. It's going to be up to you. Do you have what it takes? Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you hungry? And are you coachable? Because see, if you have those 3, your mentor, your leader is always going to work with you. If you have those 3s, I guarantee you, you even have the right to call me and call that person out if they're not willing to work with you. But if you're missing one out of those three, if you're hungry and coachable, but you're not willing to do the work, we can't work with you. If you're willing to do the work, but you're not hungry and you're doing this part time, but you're coachable, we can't work with you. If you're willing to do the work, you're hungry to go get it, but you're not coachable and you can't stick to the blueprint, we can't help you. So ask yourself, are you really willing to do what it takes? Are you hungry and are you coachable? Because if you are, I guarantee your leader's going to work with you. Your mentor's going to work with you. They're going to give you that time. And then what 5 skills are you have or you're missing to make sure that you become the leader? And when you become a leader, how many more other leaders can you create? How fast a duplication system can you create to make sure now you're helping a ton of people, but also helping yourself financially as well? So guys, let's just talk about the core rank and what to do, right? We already know our mindset has to shift over to, hey, I need to stay hungry. I need to be willing to do this, and I need to stay coachable, right? We already know the 5 characteristics that you need to become a leader, and we already know about how many leaders we need to create to make the income that we desire, right? So what is the core rank and how do you get to it? It's real simple, guys, right? The core rank is going to be field trainer. So this is the steps that I have all my agents take when they first log in, when they first get started, right? I have them go and activate their protection plan. They need to be a product of the product. They need to know and understand how this process works to be able to explain it correctly to get more enrollments, right? I also have them download the application. Guys, we just got a brand new application. If you haven't taken the time to download that, log in and actually play with it, man, I'm telling you, this is going to make our job so much easier. And it's a proven fact that with the mobile app that we just got, our retention is actually going to go up in percentage. We're going to go from like 28 to 52. Guys, that's almost double of the business that we're going to keep in-house, that people are not going to walk away. They're going to stay active. And then I also have them watch all the training. Guys, when you go there and log into your back office, those trainers are like 5 minutes. Make sure they're going out there and actually educating themselves. Again, it's just like a job. When you first come in, you got to know what you're selling. When you first come in, you got to know what's in the menu, right? One of our leaders said this the other day. If you work for McDonald's and you're a cashier, you got to know number 1 is Big Mac, right? You got to know number 2, it might be whatever it might, but you have to know the menu. It's the exact same thing when you come to this business. You got to know what services we offer and how do they work and how's that beneficial for your potential customer. And then create a list of 200 plus and get your mentor involved. Get your mentor involved. When you first join this business, the best thing for you to do is get out the way. And what do I mean by that? Do everything I told you to do, but at the end of the day, when you're ready to close a deal, when you're ready to share the information, then you got to get the expert involved. Get someone that's more seasoned, someone that you can actually just sit back and just listen to them, how they close the deal for you. So now you're actually going to learn, but you're earning at the same time. And then I always have them post on social media. And get with your leader. They have so many different things. Our back office, our mobile app, have so many different things that you can actually post right away to start generating leads. So it doesn't always have to be your warm market. It can be your cold market. It can be your social media followers, your audience. Again, 80% of Americans need what we have. So why would you not go on social media and expose this? And guys, this goes for seasoned agents too, not just a brand new agent. Because remember, the core rank, I don't care what your title is, your goal is to hit this every single week. So sometimes we forget. Go on social media and just post. And I have so many different examples that I can show you guys, right? Because you could do where you're showing results. You can do where you're giving credit tips, right? You can do where you're asking someone to say, hey, please, can you go ahead and share my opportunity or my services on your social media platform? And then strive for 5. Guys, At the end of the day, I promise you, if you help your brand new agent strive for 5, they're never going nowhere. The chances are that they're going to go ahead and get paid. They're getting their services for free to follow them off as long as they stay active and continue to stay free. And there's a high chance they're getting paid for those referrals, right? And then also you got to make sure that your team is plugged in. That's going to be for the Team Relentless band chat, the Millionaire Mindset, right? We have so many other Facebook groups that you want to make sure your teams are plugged into. Because again, you personally can't share all this information, and you're doing your team this justice when you're sitting there and leaving them out of any of these groups. Because there's so much information that's being shared with the top leaders or by the top leaders that your agent, your team sees this, it's beneficial for them, which turns around to be beneficial for you. So make sure you're not that leader that wants to go ahead and just take your team and put them over to the side. And you're like, hey, don't worry, I'm going to still share the information that I see with them. But guys, you're going to miss some of the information. And it's just not fair to them. Guys, I still connect and plug all my agents to Millionaire Mindset, to Ashton's Group. Why? Because I know there's information I might miss. And it's not right for the agent that I'm bringing on, and it's not fair to their business. So you want to make sure you're doing the exact same thing, right? And then also make sure you're telling all your agents the most important trainings. They have to be plugged in on Millionaire Mindset training at 9 p.m. every single Monday, right? It's almost like non-negotiable. Of course, you're your own boss and you work this business on your own pace, but you want to go ahead and show them urgency. You want to let them know how important it is to be plugged in. You want to let them know how important it is to get the information from the top leaders that are basically getting or receiving what we want. And then look, on Tuesday, Team Relentless training every Tuesday at 10 o'clock. That's the one you're plugged into right now. But see, if you sit here and you get these people to plug in and you get these people to roll and you go through these steps, then your job is done. Because now what you want to do is just say, hey, I need you to complete your first task. Understand, a lot of people are coming in with an employee mindset. They want to be an entrepreneur, but they don't understand as an entrepreneur, you got to do everything on yourself. You got to be accountable. You got to create your own schedule. You got to create your own tasks. So in the beginning, as a mentor, you give a task to that brand new agent. Hey, brand new agent, congratulations. We activate your services. We downloaded your app. We watched some training videos. We started creating this list. We made a post on social media. Let's try for a 5. I have you plugged into all the chats and all the Facebook groups that I need you to. You already know when we're going to do training. Now let's go ahead and assign you your first task. Okay, Xavier, well, what is my first task? Well, it's very simple. All you have to do is go out there and create that list. All you have to do is go out there and actually make sure that we go ahead and get you the field trainer, right? The first task should always be field trainer, which is also strive for 5. So, and I was getting ahead of myself. So here is a memory jogger. Guys, I'll send this out, right? This was already provided to us by Eric Worry. I know VG just sent me this one. But guys, people say, hey, Xavier, when I'm creating my list, I get a little confused. I know I got people on social media, but who can I contact? Guys, look, so many people out there. And think of it this way as well. If you was to have a birthday party or baby shower or a wedding, who are you going to invite? Write those names down. And those are the exact same people that now we can go ahead and offer them the opportunity. We can offer them the actual services. They might need it. We never know. And our executive vice president, Xavier Marrero, also told us, you know what I mean, how to come at them. Where it's like, I'm not asking you to buy anything. You trust me, right? And you respect me. So I want to show you some information and I want you to give me your opinion, right? So just leverage that. But look how many people you can reach out to. There's so many people that you talk to every single day that can be a potential, that can be added to that list. And then get your mentor involved. And when I say get your mentor involved, guys, please don't be that individual that says, hey, Xavier, I got this John Smith on the other line. I'm going to go ahead and tune you in. Guys, you can't do that. What I always tell my agents, hey, look, when you have someone that's interested, schedule 3 different time frames, right? Get back with me. That's when you want to confirm with your mentor. Hey, look, hey, Arnold, the guy told me he's available tomorrow at 1 and 5, and then on Thursday he's available at 12. Which one works best for you? Okay, great. Now I call John Smith. Hey, John Smith, it looks like tomorrow at 1 p.m. we'll be able to go ahead and get you in the schedule. I already confirmed with my mentor. Then my job is to actually go ahead and edify my mentor. So now I have to edify Arnold. I have to let the individual know, the potential customer or the potential agent know why they should be listening to Arnold. So how do I do that? I edify Arnold. See, that potential doesn't know who Arnold is. So if I just get on the phone and say, hey, John Smith, here's Arnold. Arnold's going to go over the information with you. John Smith's going to be like, why the heck am I speaking with Arnold? I don't need to speak with this man. Like, you could have just gave me the information. But if I edify Arnold, I say, hey, John Smith, here's Dr. Arnold Bogarty, one of our vice presidents, doing over $100,000 in business every single month. What that means is not only is he helping a lot of people restore their credit, but he's also helping a lot of people actually create another source of income, helping a lot of them walk away from their 9 to 5. See, now they know why they need to listen to Arnold, right? I basically just gave him his resume. A vice president doing over 100,000, helped a lot of people restore their credit and help people actually create a source of income. Boom. Yes, I want to speak to this man. But then I also want to edify my potential. Hey, Dr. Arnold Bogarty, this is John Smith. I just met John Smith, man. He got this great personality. But I'll be honest with you, the way he talks and the way he likes to help people, I know he'll be a great asset to our team. Boom. Because now John Smith wants to also feel good. John Smith wants to feel like he's a somebody in this conversation. Now everybody's just smiling ear to ear. And we all know, right? For somebody to spend money, they got to be happy. For somebody to invest, they got to be happy. So that's exactly why you want to edify them, right? And then now just sit back and take notes. See, now after I edify Dr. Arnold Bogarty and I also edified John Smith, now I'm just going to mute my line and let Arnold do what he does best. But I'm sitting here, I'm taking notes. How did Arnold introduce himself? How did Arnold ask questions? What questions did Arnold ask? What benefits did he tell John Smith? And how was he able to relate everything that John Smith told him, take everything that John Smith told him and relate it to what we have to offer? Guys, it's that simple when it comes to it, right? So now let's just learn how to get to Field Trainer, because now once you go ahead and get launched and you can duplicate that not only for you, but for your team, right? And you already know how you got to edify and get your mentor involved. Now, how do you actually get to Field Trainer? This is your first task. Field Trainer is real simple, guys. 2 personal enrollments that are agents, 1,600 in business for that value month, and 2 legs with 400 each. So what does that really look like, right? Every new agent that comes in for that value month, you're going to get $400 in business value. Not in commission, but in business value. Every new client, you're going to get $200 in business value for that month, right? So now that we know how much business is coming in for every single enrollment, now we already know what the game plan is. Very simple. When you first come in, you have to go out there and get 2 agents. Remember, as a field trainer, you need 2 personal agent enrollments. That means you personally went out there and found 2 business partners. Not only do they want to get their credit fixed, but they also want to make extra income. I always tell people, look, get your spouse involved. If this is something that you're really going to do long-term, get your spouse involved. They're going to be your first layer. They're going to be level 1. These are individuals that regardless are going to continue to get blessed, because the only way you can rank up is by them ranking up. So I always tell people that. Get your loved one. If you had $1 million right now to split, and you had to choose 2 people to split it with, who are those 2 people? When they tell me, I say, great, we need to get them on a phone call. Right? But see, right here, we don't have Field Trainer yet, We only have 2 personal agents. We only have a total of 1,200 in value. And we do have 2 legs. And what 2 legs means, guys, it's just 2 agents that are sponsored under you. And they both have 400. So we're missing the 1,600. So how do we get to the 1,600, guys? I always tell people, go get 3 agents. Go get 3 agents. That right there puts you at 1,600 in value. Plus, it already puts you on the road to become a sales director. Right? Because as a sales director, all you need is 3 legs. All you need is 3 field trainers. So now that you went out here and became a field trainer, because it's you and 3 other agents, a total of 1,600. So now we have the 2 personal agents. Really, we have 3, but we have the minimum of 2. We have 2 legs with 400 each. Really, right now we have 3 legs with 400 each, but we also have a total of 1,600 in value. Guys, but you already started creating a structure for sales director, which is exactly where everybody wants to be at. And then what I always tell people after this, you have to strive for 5. We want to make sure that your services are free. Not only are you already got promoted, congratulations, you're a field trainer, you just increase your pay and you're going to get overrides. But guys, let's strive for 5. Let's just go get 2 customers. Every customer, remember, is 200. That's an extra 400. So now we're 2,000 in value. And this is why I tell people that I love the system and go out here and duplicate the system. So now this individual, brand new agent that just came on board, just went out there and got promoted to field trainer. That means they got their money back. The $299, that money's back, right? And on top of that, they have their 2 customers, which now they're striving for 5. They got 5 enrollments. Return on investment, services become free, and you got your promotion. No one's going to go nowhere. And you just help that person honestly just win their first task, complete their first task. So now what happens after this? It's just a duplication. Duplication. Type of number 1, if you feel that getting to field trainer is very doable and it can be duplicated right away. Type of number 1. Right? Because guys, I'm telling you, once you figure this out, you're going to get all the way to the top of this company and you don't have to do anything else. I told you I want to make this training very simple because I want you guys to understand how simple it is to get to field trainer and how simple it is to just duplicate and create a field trainer factory. Because at the end of the day, the person that has the most field trainers will always see long-term success. The one that creates the most field trainers are the ones that are going to be in this game the longest, are going to be the ones that are going to help more people win. And it's going to be the one that actually makes the most money. So understand, guys, when you get involved in this business, a brand new agent or a seasoned agent, don't overthink the process. Just be willing to go out there and put in the work, plug in, follow the system, stay coachable, and stay hungry. As long as you can do that, and you can sit here and create field trainers after field trainers after field trainers, I promise you, you will always rank up. I promise you, your income will always increase. But more importantly, you're going to impact so many more lives because you're just focusing on that core rank over and over and over and over again. Remember, once you teach them that, they're going to do the exact same thing. So now you're creating all these field trainers who are also creating field trainers. Sales directors are popping up. Vice presidents are popping up. R&R members are popping up. And that is our goal, guys. It's not for us to rank up real fast or make all this money. The goal is how many more people can we get to that core rank? How many more people can we get to the field trainer and just duplicate the system that we just actually did? It's that simple. All right, guys. So if you thought that was simple enough, if you like today's training, how I kept it very mellow, right, but very straight to the point, type of number 1. Somebody put KISS, right? Keep it simple, stupid. or keep it simple, keep it stupid simple, something like that. Regardless, we're going to keep it very simple. That's the goal, guys. Right? So, guys, just take notes of this. We also have convention coming up. You want to take that, you want to know that information, right? I know as VPs and above, right now they're already asking some of us, are we showing up? And of course, Relentless, we're going to come in there deep. We always own the largest percentage when it comes to real estate. And we're going to continue that. We're going to continue that, right? People already know when Relentless is in the building, we in the building. So make sure that you look out for that. And then also make sure you look out for the GoPro that's happening at the end of the year. If I was you guys as a brand new agent, as a seasoned agent, I would go ahead and purchase those tickets right now. And if you don't have the funds, slowly every single week when you get paid, I don't care if it's $10, just put it away. That's investing in yourself. That's investing in your business. Every top leader in Team Relentless, VPs and above, have been to a GoPro event. Period. I think there might be one, right? I think I might be wrong, but I don't know if Bruno will have the chance to go to GoPro. If he's on, he could correct me if I'm wrong. But every other leader, even executive sales directors, they have actually went to this GoPro training and it has changed their entire career, right? So guys, that's all I wanted you to know tonight. I wanted to keep it very simple, right? I wanted to keep it just short. I know it's already 11 o'clock, but guys, trust me, once I figured out that all I had to do is create all these field trainers, it made my job so much easier. I continued loving what I'm doing. It wasn't overwhelming. I had to help so many people get to sales director or executive sales director or vice president. It was just naturally happening because all we did is focus on creating new field trainers over and over and over. And again, as a seasoned agent, you're supposed to trainer every single week. Week, your duty is to go out there and become a brand new field trainer and continue to duplicate the system over and over and over again. All right. So, guys, man, that was it. Tonight's training. Again, super excited. We have a lot of momentum, a lot of new agents that came on board, right? Next week, we're going to have something very, very powerful. And also, I don't want to forget about this. Congratulations to all the individuals that pre-qualify for the $500 that I'm going to give away, right? And the pre-qualification, it was very simple, guys. All you had to do is get an enrollment from that Thursday, which was, I believe, April 1st, to that Saturday, which will be April 3rd. So as long as you did that, you actually pre-qualify. So any protection plan that you got enrolled from Thursday, April 1st to Saturday, April 3rd, you pre-qualify. So I already have a list. If I don't have your name on that list, I'll send it out tonight again. Then go ahead and send me that screenshot and I will add you to the pre-qualification. Now, for the ones that did pre-qualify, guys, all I need you to do is by the end of the day on Saturday, right, 3 a.m., I need you to get 3 actual protection plans. It doesn't matter. It can be customers and or agents. It really doesn't matter. We're just looking for 3 of them. Guys, not only are you going to get a special training, but that's also going to allow you to the opportunity to win that $500. So everyone's going to win. If you get 3 protection plans or more, everybody's going to win. I need you to send it to the band chat, right? Just send me a screenshot to the band chat. But guys, look, it's that simple. You get 3 this week. Not only is the company paying you, right? That's obvious, but you're also going to get special training and the opportunity to win that $500. All right. So go out there. Let's stay focused, stay hungry, stay coachable, and let's just make it happen. So many people are dependent on you and your actions for them to live a better life. And a lot of them are your kids. All right. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Appreciate the leadership. Myra, like always, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love every single one of you guys, especially these brand new agents that are coming into the team. Congratulations and welcome to La Familia. Let's take care. Let's do what we need to do. And I'll see all you guys at the top.
Thank you so much, Xavier. Phenomenal training. As he said, make sure you're plugged in, get with your leader so you're not missing out. In addition to these trainings, get on the Facebook group page for Relentless, all those groups that Xavier shared, as well as the band. So you have those reminders and everything at your fingertips. Have a phenomenal Tuesday evening. Get some rest, go out, kill it, have a game plan, make it happen and win. Thank you again, Xavier, for the training. God bless each and every single one of you. And let's continue to take this to the top. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks.